The topic we have selected is single-use plastic pollution. What is plastic waste? Plastic waste are the used plastic materials that are thrown away, from which we are going to study specifically about single-use plastic waste. What is it? Single-use plastic items are short-term used or disposable used, typically intended for single use. For example, plastic bags, plastic water bottle, disposable cups are some of the examples. Plastic pollution is a severe worldwide issue. Millions of tons of plastic enter our oceans, rivers, and landfills every year. Our purpose is to raise awareness of the problem of plastic pollution and encourage the target audience to take action to reduce their single-use plastics. According to Masters, 33% of plastic we use as single-use ends up in landfill waste. Single-use plastic poses a severe global threat with millions of tons entering oceans and landfills annually wreaking havoc on environment and health.
I feel like the plastic pollution is a big threat to the community, and since in most of the places you keep looking, there is plastic contamination everywhere. Even in the touristy places, like you can see people throwing out like one-time use plastics in a plastic-free zone. So I think it's kind of a big threat to the community at this point of time.
Yes, it does concern me, but because it does not affect me directly in my day-to-day life, it doesn't make me quite keen to use alternative resources for plastic.
I am concerned about the plastic pollution in our community, especially the single-use plastic, which actually quite threatening to our future later on.
Current usage of plastic. Plastic is widely used in everyday life. It causes a severe threat to our ecosystem. Environmental consequences. Improper disposal leads to accumulation in landfills. It breaks down into microplastics and destructs our habitat. Global plastic pollution. Marine ecosystems, animals, and the planet's health are at risk. Legislative and policy efforts. Governments have implemented certain policy bans in various places. Corporate initiatives. Many businesses are taking steps to reduce single-use e-plastic. For example, McDonald's, Disney started using paper straws to create an impact. On the other hand, supermarkets such as Coles, Woolworths have replaced their carry bags with recycle bags. Public awareness and behavioral changes. It is important to raise more awareness and educate people regarding the facts which will help individuals to change their behavior. According to Zoppers and De Leon, 67% of Australians have expressed an interest to engage in sustainable practices.
I do try to avoid buying plastic bags when I'm going out shopping, or just buying plastic water bottles. I try to get my reusable bottles, but when push comes to shove and I don't have any other options, I do generally tend to buy it.
I feel like just the really common ones of like when you go to the shops, like instead of using a plastic bag, either like bring your own or like using one of the reusable ones they have. I think even like when you're shopping like for fruit and veggie, like when I put it in my basket, I won't put it into like the single-use things they have. I'll just put it like straight into the basket or trolley. Just little things like that.
There are various challenges and obstacles people face while adopting a new behavior, like their habits and preferences. No rigid rules, resistance from the industries.
I don't think I would personally be influenced by any celebrities taking a stand against plastic use, because I'm already quite aware of the problem and I try to make changes in my life, but just not to the extent that we need to make an actual difference. But then again, a lot of other people might be influenced by their stance on it.
I'm pretty much sure that with influencer and celebrity influence us to do recycling. Let's say like Emma Watson, she is actually wearing a very beautiful gown which made from recyclable bottles.
I think like influencers and celebrities posing in contaminated areas, like raising awareness. So personally, it created an awareness within me as well. So I think like if more celebrities come into this particular issue, it will be a welcoming event.
No, I haven't come across any app that provides rewards as of yet, but I feel that if there are apps that help us with this issue and give us incentives, especially as tangible rewards, it will also make me keen to start using and taking alternative measures.
I have not come across any apps or tools or websites like which is preventing plastic pollution where we can contribute. So I think like such initiatives like apps will be very helpful for the community.
Unfortunately, I have not yet seen any app or website that really encourage people to do recycling in Australia. However, in my own country, or Singapore, they do have this app which is so amazing that encourage people to do sustainable things, especially.
Our goal is to achieve 30% increase in social media engagement and collaborate with at least 3 supermarkets. Our first target market group is adults between the age of 25 to 45 years, which includes young adults as they are our future generation. Our second target market is supermarkets, which are Coles, Woolworths, etc., as they play an important role in single-use plastic. Our positioning statement is to empower young adults to choose sustainable alternatives over single-use plastics, safeguarding our planet's future. Based on the primary research, we found people are likely to change their behavior if they will be incentivized. So we have used upstream, midstream and downstream tactics, which also involves informational and structural strategies.
Our first strategy is to create a mobile application called Elastic Plus that will reward shoppers for using alternatives to plastic bags. This is an upstream tactic. The strategy uses the principle of incentives to encourage consumers to reduce the use of plastic bags. Our strategy is to offer consumers an incentive to switch to reusable bags. We believe that this strategy will be effective because it offers consumers a clear incentive to change their behavior. They will be able to save money and they will also be helping the environment. Here is the interface of the app.
Our second strategy is to create a marketing campaign to raise more awareness. We have come up with Be Elastic, Say No to Plastic campaign. We will use upstream tactics to work with policymakers and businesses to reduce their use of plastic. We will use midstream tactics to influence the target audience through influencers and conducting events. And we will use downstream tactics to educate consumers about the dangers of plastic pollution.
Firstly, we will be collaborating with Lara Wells and Erin Rhodes to create more awareness and influence to change behavior by posting content on their social media with the hashtag #MakeTheSwitch. Secondly, we will be partnering with supermarkets with 3 prominent supermarket chains, Coles, Woolworths and Aldi, to install TV screens strategically above the plastic bags section in their stores. These screens will continuously play media content related to plastic pollution, capturing the attention of shoppers during their shopping experience. Thirdly, we believe that one of the most effective ways is to raise awareness about plastic pollution is through flash mobs. Flash mobs are a great way to get people's attention and to get them talking about an issue as found in our research.
We plan to implement a flash mob outside Coles supermarket in Wollongong shopping mall. The flash mob will be choreographed to reflect the theme of plastic pollution reduction and will incorporate visual elements that demonstrate the environmental impact of plastic waste. The flash mob will be held on a Thursday at 5 p.m., which is a busy time for the supermarket. This will ensure that the flash mob will have maximum visibility and audience engagement. We can link these strategies to the theory of planned behavior. According to Liu et al. 2023, this theory suggests that individuals' behavior are influenced by their attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control.
By organizing, engaging and eye-catching events like flash mobs that highlight the environmental impact of plastic pollution, attitudes towards plastic usage can be positively influenced. Engaging in collaborations with supermarkets can have a significant impact on perceived behavioral control within the theory of planned behavior framework. Influencers can positively influence social perception, making sustainable behavior seem more socially acceptable and desirable, which links to theory of planned behavior subject to norms.
Another theory we can link these strategies is the diffusion of innovation theory. According to Steen 2018, Elastic Plus app can change the behavior of target audience by leveraging influential adopters to endorse and promote a sustainable app.
Yes, I'm definitely willing to use alternative measures instead of plastic.
I'm more than willing to use any plastic-free products or alternatives that, of course, save the environment, and I will encourage you as well to do the same.
So as I was mentioning before, I've just taken baby steps right now. So as the future proceeds, like I'm willing to take initiatives.
Hello.
Plastic pollution in your community.
You know,
That's fine, bro.
Concerned are you about the issue of plastic pollution in your community? Are you concerned?
That's fine.